me, Debs McLeod, on YouTube and Deborah McLeod in real life. And I wanted to do a wee sit down video and have a wee chat with you. Do you know, I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to put my headphone back in because I've got the TV on in the background. So I thought I'd put my microphone through my headphones and do it that way. Anyways, I thought I would have a sit down with you because a couple of things. It's not been a great week for myself and for my family. But before I get to that, the kind of serious stuff, I just wanted to start on a happier note first of all, and just say thank you so much to the people who have subscribed to me recently. I've had quite a number of you subscribe within the last week or so, and it really does mean a lot. When I started YouTube literally just a month or 2 months ago, I think it was maybe about October, November, the reason I done it was partly because I was inspired to do it by another vlogger that I followed on YouTube, and also because I wanted to create my own memories and share parts of my life with the world or whoever may be interested. And yeah, just something to be able to look back and see how far we've come and grown up with the kids and things like that. So yeah, it was really awesome to know that people like what they're seeing, and I've had some really lovely comments on my videos. I've not experienced any hate or anything like that yet, and I'm sure I say yet because it will happen. It's YouTube and you find hate in the most ridiculous of places usually. Videos that are just, it could be a video, it could be a song about anything or a movie trailer, and you'll have people bringing hate into it, and it's like, what's that got to do with the video? If you don't like something, move on. But unfortunately some people can't do that. Some people, I guess, need the attention. But I know, laugh, talking about people needing attention, here I am on YouTube, but for me that's a positive thing. I'm not throwing anything in people's faces, and if you don't like what I post, then you don't have to watch. There's no requirements. You don't have to do anything or follow anything that I say or believe anything that I say. Everything that's on this is my personal opinion, and sometimes I might say things that you don't agree with, or sometimes you'll be like, yep, totally know what you mean. But anyways, getting on a bit, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the subscribers and for the comments that you leave. They're really, really nice, and it makes me feel happy and spurs me on and gives me confidence to do more and more videos and open up a little bit more to the world. And yep, just thank you so much. So for the people that are new, my vlogs are basically just myself and my kids, Stuart and Abby. If you want to meet them, they've introduced themselves a couple of vlogs back. You can have a look through my channel. I try to keep the vlogs short, and I also try to keep them to one takes, because it's not that I love that. I do like editing, I like putting my wee spin on my own videos, but I'm not consistent with it at the minute, and I don't really have the time to sit down and edit and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I'm doing a lot of it through my mobile, and it's a lot harder through a mobile to edit and things compared to like a laptop or a computer. But anyways, sorry, ranting again. I know. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I'm going on because I do have something quite serious to talk about, and I'm stalling. That's basically what it is. But anyway, last time, thank you to the subscribers and the comments. You're all wonderful, and you will meet myself, my children, and just follow us along on our daft wee adventures and fun things that we get up to. But yeah, the more serious sides, it's it's absolutely shocking. It really is. My daughter Abby, she's 11 years old. She's in the last year of primary school before she goes to big school, and she's got a best friend. I won't give out her name for respect to her family, but she's got a best friend she's extremely close with. They're like peas in a pod, you cannot separate them. They're just the best of friends, and it's a friend that Abby looks up to, and it's like her big sister. They're the same age, but the girl's a bit taller than Abby, so she literally looks up to her. And it's her big body, she loves her to bits. Anyways, she'd been poorly for a wee while, and she was taken into hospital. And last week, we were told that a lump was found in her tummy, and yesterday or today I was told from her mum that she's got cancer and it's in her abdomen and she needs to start on chemotherapy straight away. There's a chance it may affect her fertility. The type of cancer she's got, she hasn't told me the name of it, but she did tell me that it's extremely rare in Great Britain and the UK, and there's actually only about 50 children that have it. It's really extremely rare. But they're going to be treating it with a new advanced type of chemotherapy, which means that instead of going through 9 months of chemo, it will only be 6 months of chemo. And they seem, from what our mum said and from what the doctors have told them, they seem optimistic that it can be treated and that she'll be okay. But it's devastating because obviously a lot of you will know that the reason I started this vlog was because of a family called the Mainvilles that I follow on YouTube. It's Mum's Vlog 80, MOMSVLOG 80, all one word. And it's the mum and dad, Melody and Ronnie, and they have a child, Caden, and child Elijah. And Elijah passed away at the beginning of January from neuroblastoma stage 4 cancer that he had been battling for 6 years. He was 9 years old, and that hit me really, really hard because it's a bit of a long story. I'll try and keep it brief, but when I came across the Mainvilles on YouTube, I wasn't in a great place. I had quite a lot of health problems and things, and this is about maybe 5 or 6 months ago. And I came across this family, and it literally, it literally changed my whole outlook on my life, on the way I do things. It changed my life completely. And I love them. I love them like they're my own family. They stay in America. I'm in Scotland. Probably won't ever meet them in real life, but I love these guys. I love them to pieces. And they are what inspired me to do this for myself. So to see them and to watch their journey of going through their child being sick and for battling it and how they deal with it, and for them to lose Elijah, it was really tough, and it still is. I mean, this is only 3 weeks ago. Jeez, man, it feels so long, but at the same time, it just feels like yesterday. So because of that journey and through being friends with the Mainvilles and things, I can't help but obviously look at their circumstances in relation to what's happening with Abby's best friend, and it gives me a kind of strength in a way because I can sit down with Abby, and she's been so upset. She just found out and she's been in tears. She's been looking up fundraising ideas already for a friend. She wants to raise money for her. She wants to buy her presents. She's wrote her letters. It's hit her really hard, and I think because she knew who Elijah was as well, and she knows obviously that Elijah passed away, I think that's in the forefront of her mind. She just thinks my friend's going to die. So because of all the things that I've learned from the Mainvilles, especially about cancer, they spoke really loads about everything that Elijah had to go through and treatment wise and all this stuff. So, and that's not that it's by any means the same thing, but I can take the strength from learning information and then use that in a way to give Abby strength and to keep her positive and to keep her strong. I told her she has to be strong for her friend, and that it is okay to be upset, but then if she's upset, then look for something positive. So if it's thinking about a fundraising idea, or if it's writing a letter to a friend, or just anything to make her feel like she's doing something, because I know that as somebody that stands by and watches somebody going through something like this, it's really extremely hard to know what to do, to know what to say. And I think what people appreciate more is just knowing that you're there for them. So whether it's writing them a letter or sending them a message, things like that, it's good that they know that. So anyways, so that's what's been happening this week in our wee world, and my feelings and my thoughts and my prayers and my heart go out to Abby's best friend and her family. And it's on a bigger scale, it saddens me, it hurts my heart knowing that there's children that are affected and families that are affected by cancer. And yeah, it just it just sucks. I don't want to cry. I'm so grateful that Stuart and Abby are okay. And that's not saying like, oh, if it's got to happen someday, I'm glad it's not them. I don't mean it that way. But I thank God every day that Stuart and Abby are alright. And my heart breaks for mums and dads that have to go through that reality. Anyways, so that's the stuff that's been going through. But as I says, we try and keep positive. You've got to keep strong. You've got to keep positive, because that's what these people need. That's what these families and friends need. That if they're going through something really horrible, they need to know that people care. And that's what I'm all about. I love to show people that I care. I go out my way to show people care, especially, you know, when it's hard and you feel so rubbish and depressed and hateful and just think that the world is completely against you. When I feel like that, I'll go out my way to make somebody else smile. So whether it's going in the room and giving my child a hug, or posting an inspiring quote on Facebook, or going out my way to send a message to somebody if I've been thinking about them. Every day I send every day I'll send a quote, image, picture, to do with healing to the Mainvilles. Every day on Twitter I send them daily love with a quote or something that will make them smile or bring love or prayers or positivity, and they see it and they love it, and that makes me happy. Sometimes I think I'm maybe a bit too much and a bit obsessive, but it's like, if I feel rubbish, I can go to bed and be like, well, I made somebody else smile. Even if it's for 1 second, a smile can change the world. I totally believe that. Anyways, I'm ranting. Look how long this has gone on for. Jeez. I just wanted to share my thoughts and feelings and what's been going on this week. That's really it. So I thank you for listening to me, even though as I'm speaking right now, I'm just talking to my phone. But when you're watching this, obviously, if you made it this far, thanks. And I'm working on the accent. I'm trying hard to speak more clearly. I hope you guys can understand me. It's not the world's weirdest accent. I'm trying really hard, so I hope you can hear me. But yeah, so again, thank you, and thank you to my new subscribers. Feel free, of course, to comment below. But I'm a new channel, I know this. I'm not professional, I'm not great at the intros and the outros and all this stuff, but yeah, it's good. It makes me happy, and to see that people like what I'm saying or have nice things to say. So that's nice. Um, yeah. So last thing I will say, if you can, if there's a way that you can raise money or donate or give time or anything to cancer research, Macmillan Research, any of the cancer charities, if you can help somebody that's in that situation, that would mean the world to me. I donate to several causes, and or even 5 minutes, you can take 5 minutes, paint some pictures, donate some toys into a charity shop. Just do one thing, just one random act of kindness, and if you don't know who to give it to somebody that needs help, that are suffering with cancer. It was World Cancer Day yesterday, and do you know what? If everybody does it and enough people do it, we're going to beat it. We're going to win. And one day there will come a time where nobody has to lose anybody to cancer. It won't even be a worry anymore. People say cancer and it'll be like, oh, that's all right. We know how to deal with that. That's the dream, isn't it? It's just sad that it comes too late for a lot of people. But anyways, I'm going to go because I made myself cry again. Sorry, rant, rant, rant. Oh God, it's going to be like near on 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. Oh goodness. Right, I'm going. Thank you again. Love you all. And yep, if you want to chat, I will reply back if you send a wee comment in the box below. If you want to subscribe and you fancy listening to some more Scottish ranty type behaviour from myself, or watch a bit of family fun time, hit the wee red subscribe button that's down there somewhere. And if you've got nothing to say and you don't want to watch me again, then just leave me a thumbs up at least. Just a wee thumbs up to say, hey, I stopped by. And because I'm new, I do like to follow other new vlogs as well. So if you've just started out, feel free to let me know and I will come and check out your channel as well. Don't spam me with it, obviously. If you're a genuine vlogger and you just need a couple of more followers, then I will definitely check you out. But don't do it every single day. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyways, ain't nobody got time for watching all this video. I'm off. Cheerio. Bye.